It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank, Ingram's Waste Disposal, Farm Credit Services, Templeton Funeral Home, Longview Bank, Chip and Bethany Keys at Seed Solutions, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Stuart and Carroll Funeral Home, the Chrisman Farm Center, Country Financial, and our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Lou Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this afternoon's contest between the visiting St. Thomas More Sabres and your Paris Tigers. Paris Tigers will be celebrating senior night tonight. As you will go down their starting lineup, you will see that it is very senior-laden this evening. Coach Tarr has a tradition of starting all of his seniors on senior day, so a few unfamiliar faces to go along with the regulars. We'll run down the starting lineups. Tigers come in with a record of 18-10 on the season, while St. Thomas More comes in with a mark of 13-15 on the year. I'm Jeff Chambers. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play action here this afternoon. Once again, the final home game for the Tigers and for 7 seniors that have worn the orange and black throughout the past 4 years. Starting on the mound will be the Tiger ace, Gabe Roush. Gabe earlier this month, actually last week, set the all-time strikeout record for Paris Tiger baseball. We'll run down his numbers as the game goes along as well. Tigers on somewhat of a warm streak. They've won 7 out of their last 10. They will begin postseason play next week. And we'll run down those scenarios for you as well as the broadcast goes on. The first 3 batters for St. Thomas More will be the pitcher, number 8, Nate Kaufman. First baseman, number 27, Hayden Bates. Playing second base, number 11, Sam Peterson. And batting cleanup, right fielder, number 26, Ben Riffato. Once again, Gabe Roush on the mound for the Tigers this afternoon. He'll be pitching to Carter Easton, the Tiger catcher. Around the horn we go. Sean Dunn will play first base. Second baseman today will be senior Gavin Reed. Shortstop Marcus Hutchings. Third baseman Jack Sabins. Left to right, across the outfield, Maddox Hutchings. Senior Carter Krippus. And in right field, starting as a senior, number 12, Connor Little. We're set for action now. Gabe Roush gets the sign. Nate Kaufman in the box. First pitch is up and out of the zone for a ball. Roush set, delivers, off-speed pitch. Up and out of the zone, 2-0 quickly the count on Kaufman. Another off-speed pitch, that one's inside. This is Roush's 15th appearance of the season. 11th game he has started. A 3-0 pitch. Called strike down the middle. 46 innings work. Gabe has struck out 68 batters. Has a 3.02 ERA and a 1.58 whip. The 3-1. Outside corner. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to leadoff batter for St. Thomas More. Lefty set. Roush kicks, delivers, off speed, ground ball to short. Marcus gobbles it up, fires across the diamond. Barely in time to get speedy Nate Kaufman. First out is recorded via a ground out. 1 away. That'll bring up Hayden Bates, first baseman for St. Thomas More. Roush set. First pitch to Bates. Slider in the dirt, ball 1. Just underway here, Paris High School. No score yet, top of the first, 1 away. The 1-0 pitch, fastball outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Slider swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Gabe on a 2-0 count. 2 balls and 1 strike to Bates. Tigers were victorious yesterday at Heritage by a score of 13-0. That fastball is wide. 3 balls and a strike. Earlier this week, they defeated Danville Schlarman by a score of 11-2. The 3-1 pitch. Slider swung on a miss. Roush has got the off-speed pitch working today, at least thus far. Back-to-back full counts on the top 2 batters for St. Thomas More. The 3-2. Slider swung on a miss. Roush puts him away for his 69th strikeout of the season. 2 down for the second baseman, number 11, Sam Peterson, for the Sabres. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. Roush has fallen behind each of the first 3 batters in this one. Been about a week since Gabe stepped on the mound. That slider catches the outside corner, called strike. A ball on the strike to Peterson. Rufado wakes on deck. Called strike. Peterson can't believe it. The ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. The 1-2. Fastball just misses. Good spot for that fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Peterson. Slider just misses. 3 balls and 2 strikes once again. Payoff pitch from Roush. Slider fouled at the plate. Peterson just gets a piece of that off-speed offering. Roush will head back to the mound and we'll do it again. He's set. The kick and the pitch. Fouled to the Sabres dugout. We'll do it all again. Slider misses wide. Ball 4, 2-out walk. Bringing up the cleanup batter, number 26, Ben Rotalo. Roush with a lot of pitches here in the top of the first inning so far, already with 21 pitches. Big lead at first from Peterson. Kicking the pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Eastham. The pitch. Fouled back out of play. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch to Rotalo. Slider called on the outside corner. Ball and 2 strikes. A little bit bigger lead from Peterson this time on the 2-strike count. Pitch. Defensive swing from Rotalo there to stay alive. Set. He's got the sign. The pitch in the dirt. Once again, another block from Eastham. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here at top of the first. The 2-2. Grounded weakly up the line. That's going to bounce foul. Dunn will pick it up. And we'll do the 2-2 all over again. A little mud on the turtle there. We'll toss that aside, get clean off, get a new one here. Defensive swings so far from Rotalo. Roush has got him off balance. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top of the first. The pitch. Swung on, grounded back to the mound. Roush has it. He'll fire to first for the 3rd out of the inning. Tigers will come to bat at the bottom of the first. No score. St. Thomas leaves a runner. We'll be back here on the Paris Sports Network.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers! Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Welcome back to Tiger Baseball here on the Paris Sports Network. St. Thomas More sends 4 batters up. Nobody advanced past first. It'll be Tigers' turn here as they face tall, lanky lefty and Nate Kaufman for the Sabres. Leading things off for the Tigers will be the left fielder, Maddox Hutchings. Batting second, playing short, Marcus Hutchings. Batting third, playing first base, number 13, Sean Dunn. Doing the catching for the Tigers. Number 11, Carter Eastham. Carter Krippus will bat fifth and play center field. Braden Rogers will be the DH today. He'll bat for Gabe Roush. Third baseman, number 10, Jack Sabins will bat seventh. Connor Little, play right field. He'll bat eighth. And in the ninth hole, playing second base, Gavin Reed. Maddox steps into the box. Maddox come in the contest batting .318 on the year, getting on base at a .469 clip. First pitch to him is a called strike. Kaufman winds, delivers. Fastball popped up straight back out of play. 0-2 the count quickly on Maddox. Kaufman stands about 6'5" on the mound. Quirky windup, quirky delivery, as most lefties have. The pitch, off-speed pitch, sails wide, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Maddox. Swung on and missed. That slider in the dirt. They'll complete the strikeout as Hesh throws down 2 Bates for the first out for the Tigers. Bring up shortstop number 4, Marcus Hutchings. Marcus comes into the contest batting .393 on the season. 13 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, 26 RBIs for the freshman shortstop. First pitch from Kaufman. Bottom of the zone, out of the zone for a ball, ball 1. The pitch in the dirt, wide. 2 balls, no strikes to Marcus. Hitters count for Marcus. The pitch, fastball, swung on a miss. Good and healthy cut there, 2-0 count. Tigers with a little power resurgence this year after only hitting 1 home run all of last season. As a team, they've hit 11 so far. The 2-1, off speed, fouled at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. gather up some foul balls. Maddox ready to go, or excuse me, Marcus ready to go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here, bottom of the first inning. Kaufman gets a sign into the windup. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, and Marcus goes down looking for the second out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kaufman. I bring up Tiger first baseman Sean Dunn, one of 7 seniors in the lineup today. Sean's been hot as of late, batting .392 on the year. 9 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs. Leads the team in RBIs with 34. Looking for some 2-out magic here. First pitch. Slider catches the inside corner for a called strike. Tigers will begin regional play next week. Face a familiar opponent in the opening round. We'll touch on that here in just a bit. The 0-1 pitch to Sean. Same pitch, same result. 0-2 the count on the Tiger first baseman. Sean's getting on base at a .532 clip. Looking to get on with 2 outs here. Lines it right to the first baseman for the 3rd out of the inning. A pair of strikeouts and a line out. Tigers go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the top of the 2nd inning. No score here on the Paris Sports Network.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Welcome back to Paris High School. Tiger baseball. Head to the top of the 2nd inning. No score. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 batters for the Sabres. Rosell, the DH, Klusner, center fielder, and Kardik, the 3rd baseman. Roush back on for his 2nd inning of work. Didn't allow a run in the first, but did throw a ton of pitches. So see how he fares here in the 2nd. That's usually been the pattern for Gabe. He'll struggle early on and then cruise for a couple innings. We'll see if that holds true here. First pitch, off speed, up and out of the zone, ball 1. The pitch is wide, 2 balls, no strikes. Roush has fallen behind every batter thus far in the contest. The 2-0 pitch. Rosell, slider low, 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 catches the outside corner for a called strike. 3 balls and 1 strike to Rosell. Off speed, swung on a miss. Good pitch from Gabe. Moves the count to full. Stop me if you heard that before. 3 of the batters in the 1st inning went to full count. First batter here in the 2nd. Also, the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off the end of the bat. Catches a piece of the umpire. Corner infielders give him a chance to catch his breath after that. So we'll do the 3-2 count one more time. The pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. Had Roselle bailing on that one. Second strikeout of the game for Gabe. Bring up center fielder number 5, Sam Klusner. Roush now up to 70 strikeouts on the season. First pitch popped straight back out of play. Roush is ahead 0-1. The pitch. Slider catches the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Kardik waits on deck. Third baseman for St. Thomas More. Just missed with that fastball. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fouled back out of play on off speed. Klusner asks for time. He's back in, the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Marcus has it go off the end of his glove. Could not pick it up in time, so an error on the Tiger shortstop allows Klusner to reach with 1 out. It's been a bugaboo for the Tigers all season long as those infield errors. Another ground ball like that. Hopefully it can turn 2 and get out of this. Now bring up Will Kardik, third baseman for St. Thomas. Not much of a lead from Klusner at first. Fouled at the plate. 0-1 the count. Bob Jerzak, umpire behind the plate, cleaning the dish off. The 0-1 count. That ball is fouled down the right field line into the St. Thomas More bullpen. Roush is ahead 0-2. Fastball inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul tip in and out of the mitt of Eastham. We'll reset and do the 1-2 count one more time. Umpire's taking a beating back behind the plate already. That's 2 of them off of him, off different body parts. Meanwhile, Roush is up to about the 35 pitch mark thus far in this one, with 1 out here in the second inning. The 1-2 pitch instead of a step off. Now he's set. The pitch. Ground ball to short. Right to Marcus. This one meets him up as well. Another error on the shortstop. Now to put runners at first and second with 1 away. Brody Gray will be the batter to shortstop for the Sabres. So 2 on, 1 away in the top half of the second inning. The pitch, ground ball in the hole. That'll be a base hit. Maddox will fire it in, hit his cutoff. Bases will be loaded with just one out here in the second inning. Gray swinging at the first pitch, lined it sharply into left. So it'll be up to Alec Holland, left fielder for St. Thomas. Tigers will bring the corners in. Kaufman, a pretty good pitcher for St. Thomas More, so runs may be at a premium today. Wind blowing in as well. So offense may be at a minimum for both. First pitch, up and out of the zone, ball one. That one's up and out of the zone as well. 2 balls, no strikes to the number 9 batter. Kaufman waits on deck. Low and inside, 3 balls, no strikes. And Carter Easton will take some time and talk to his classmate, battery mate. Try to calm him down just a bit. It's 3 balls, no strikes to count to the number 9 batter for St. Thomas More. No place to put him. Roush is going to have to hit the zone at least a couple times in a row here. He's set the pitch. Fastball at the knees, called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1. Grounded foul just wide of third. So full count, the batter 1 away here. Top of the second inning. Bases full of Sabres. The 3-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch fouled at the plate once again. A lot of foul balls from St. Thomas. Could mean one of two things. Either they're sitting on Gabe's off-speed pitches or they're just not as sharp as normal. The 3-2 pitch from Gabe. In the dirt, he'll walk in a run. Coach Tarr can't be happy about that one. Walking a batter for one thing, bases loaded, another thing, and the number 9 batter, yet another thing. That'll bring up Nate Kaufman. We're back to the top of the lineup for St. Thomas. They have a 1-0 lead. The base is still loaded. First pitch fouled straight back. Walks have been an issue for Roush as well this season. He's given up 40 of them so far. He's also hit 4 batters, so a lot of free passes given out. Of course, a couple errors from the infield doesn't help things out either. There's a ground ball up the middle. That should be a tailor-made double play. Hutchings can't find it again, and that's 3 errors on the Tigers shortstop in this inning. A lot of extra work from Gabe in this, none of his doing. Getting just what you need, ground balls, but just unable to make the plays. St. Thomas leads it 2-0 here. And the top of the second, still just 1 away. Bases are still loaded. That fastball is wide, ball 1. Off speed, up and out of the zone, 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. Fastball low and outside. 3 balls, no strikes. To Hayden Bates, first baseman for St. Thomas. Got to expect he'll be taking at least 1 pitch here. He does and draws a walk. Third run will score without the benefit of a hit here in the top of the second inning for St. Thomas. bring up Sam Peterson, second baseman. First pitch to him is wide, ball one. The 1-0. Off speed, called strike. Ball and a strike. Number 3 batter for St. Thomas More. And pitch, or the throw back to the pitcher gets away, and boy, you talk about different ways of scoring. We've seen it all here in the third, or in the first, or second inning, sorry. Two balls and a strike. Off speed, up and out of the zone. Roush can't find the strike zone right now. He does with that one, though. Full count. Runners at first and second. Still just one away here in the second. Roush is set. The pitch. Fastball grounded back to the middle. He'll look to second. Wait on Hutchings to get there, and they end up turning the double play anyway. Delayed double play nonetheless, but the Tigers get out of it. St. Thomas scores 3 runs on just one hit. And they grab a 3-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning here on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Big top of the second inning for St. Thomas More. They put 4 runs up on the board. Only had 1 ball leave the infield, and that wasn't even an RBI single. Tigers with walks and errors. 2 walks in that inning, 3 errors in the inning. And they'll try to claw their way back into this one. It'll be Carter Eastham, Carter Krippus, and Braden Rogers for the Tigers in the bottom half of the second inning. We mentioned a round 1 opponent for the Tigers. It will be Bismarck Henning. Tigers defeated them back on May 2nd, 4-1, right here at Paris High School. Lady Tigers will play for regional championship tomorrow evening. They will play at Effingham against the Marshall Lady Lions. So good luck to Coach Claude Felder and his Lady Tigers squad. Carter Easton will step in to lead things off here in the home half of the second inning for the Tigers. Kaufman back out for his second inning work. A long rest in the dugout between innings. Comes back out, fires the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Carter leading the Tigers in hitting at .457. He is on somewhat of a heater right now. 12 doubles on the year, 3 homers, 32 RBIs. Off-speed pitch is low and inside. Ball and a strike. The 1-1 from Kaufman. Swung on, line to right field, right at the right fielder. He'll take a couple steps to his left for the first out of the inning. Bring up the Tiger center fielder, Carter Krippus. Carter's batting .295 on the year. 5 doubles, a triple, a home run, and 12 RBIs. First pitch to him is a ball. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 from Kaufman. Called strike, inside corner, ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Krippus. Fouled straight back. Kaufman's pitch. Off-speed pitch. Swung on and missed for out number 2. Bring up the DH for today's game, Braden Rogers. As Kaufman records his 3rd strikeout of the game. Fastball misses just wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Braden with just his 10th at bat of the season. He's got a hit. Strike called at the knees on the outside corner. Ball and strike. The 1-1. Just low. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch off speed in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike to the Tiger DH. Fastball right down Broadway. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tigers looking for their first base runner of the game. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Rogers. Swung on a miss for the 3rd out of the inning. Tigers go 3 up but 3 down. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning. St. Thomas More leads at 4-0 here on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Roush back on for his 3rd inning of work. Had a rough 2nd inning. 3 errors to go along with 3 walks and a hit. All led to 4 runs for St. Thomas. Ben Ritallo, Michael Rosell, and Sam Klusner, scheduled batters for the Sabres. First pitch, swung on a foul down the left field line and out of play. The 0-1 nearly hit him. Ball and a strike. The 1-1. Ground ball third. Sabins has it across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Tough play there at third base for Sabins. That ball hugged the ground. Jack stayed with it for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the DH, Michael Rosell. Third inning in a row that the leadoff man has been retired, but St. Thomas scored 4 runs in the last inning with just 1 ball leaving the infield. First pitch is fouled straight back by Rosell. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball up and in, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Just wide, 2 balls and a strike. Fastball grounded foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Klusner waits on deck. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Tigers in the bottom half of the third inning. Sabins, Little, and Reed. The 2-2. Swung on a miss for the second out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts from Rosell. That'll bring up Sam Klusner. Third strikeout of the game for Roush as he adds to his school record 4 strikeouts. Off speed is up and in for ball 1. Fastball at the letters, swung on a miss, a ball and a strike. Grounded foul at the plate off the foot of Klusner. Never a pleasant feeling, but when it's a little bit on the chillier side, it hurts even a little bit more. Ball and 2 strikes. We'll see if Roush goes right back in there. If he moves it away, slider fouled straight back. Klusner right on that one. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top of the third inning. St. Thomas on top. Klusner will step out. And now he's set. A few shakeoffs from Roush. Now he's got his pitch. The 1-2. Fastball off the thumbs. Right to Maddox in left field. He's got a beat for the third out of the inning. First time all day, St. Thomas More's gone 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the home half of the third. Tigers trail 4-0.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Baseball. We head to the home half of the third inning. Tigers trail St. Thomas More 4-0. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Tigers will face Bismarck Henning, a team that they beat 4-1 earlier this month. That game will take place at Bismarck Henning. Tigers with the number 4 seed in the Class 2A Monticello sectional. Once again, that will be next Thursday, 1 week from today at 3 o'clock will be the first pitch for that one. Winner of that game, well, I guess I should say the playing game will be on Monday. That will be Marshall versus Sullivan. That will be in the top half of the bracket. Winner of that gets the number 1 ranked team in the state, St. Joe Ogden. Should the Tigers defeat Bismarck next week, they will face St. Joe Ogden 1 week from Saturday. Kaufman finishing up his warm-up tosses. It'll be Jack Sabins, Connor Little, and Gavin Reed for the Tigers. Jack comes into play, batting .300 on the season. A pair of doubles, 10 RBIs. Looking be the first Tiger base runner here in this one. Called strike at the knees. He's behind, no balls and a strike. Pitch from Kaufman. High and outside, ball 1. The pitch fouled straight back. Ball and 2 strikes to the Tiger third baseman. The 1-2 to Jack. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kaufman. That'll bring up Connor Little, right fielder for the Tigers. Five strikeouts so far for Kaufman. Little, with just his 11th plate appearance of the season, takes a called strike at the knees. Little low on that one, ball and strike. Same spot, same result. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Called strike at the letters. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Little. Two, swung on and missed. 3 straight strikeouts for Kaufman. That'll bring up second baseman for the Tigers, Gavin Reed. Reed pretty much a pitcher only for the Tigers this year. This will be his 14th at bat. He's got a pair of hits on the year and an RBI. First pitch is off speed, catches the outside corner for a called strike. The 0-1. Fastball fouled straight back. Gavin all over that one. Maddox Hutchings waits on deck, hoping for a chance this inning. 2 strikes to Reed, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The pitch completely slipped out of his hand, nearly went over the backstop. All Kaufman can do is laugh, as everybody else in the stadium's laughing as well. The 1-2 pitch. Yeah, tough to come back from that pitch before that. Especially if you're Gavin Reed. You just seen him throw one to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on the Tiger second baseman. The wind picks up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the home half of the third. The pitch. Fisted just foul down to the St. Thomas bullpen. Reed stays alive. Two. Fastball swung on and missed. Hesh will fire to first to complete the strikeouts. So 5 straight strikeouts for Kaufman. Going back to last inning, he strikes out the side here in the third. We'll head to the top of the fourth. St. Thomas leads at 4-0.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by at 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Guy Roush back out for his 4th inning of work. He retired the side in order in the 3rd. He'll face the bottom third of the lineup for St. Thomas. Cardick, Gray, and Holland. Cardick reached on an error his first time up and scored the 2nd run for St. Thomas. Kip Bradford has checked into right field for the Tigers. Gavin Reeves moved into second. First pitch from Roush is inside for a ball. Off speed, catches the strike zone, a ball and a strike. In the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. Foul tip into Eastham's mitt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to lead off man here in the 4th inning. Brody Gray waits on deck. Pitch off the end of the bat. Dunn will range to his right, get it, race him to the bag, and beat him for the first out. Good play from Sean. Ball had a little bit of wicked spin on it. He stuck with it for the first out here in the 4th. That'll bring up Brody Gray. He's got the only hit in the game for either team. He came around to score. First pitch to him, grounder to short. Yet another error for Tiger shortstop. Feel for Marcus out there. Boy, there's just nothing you can do, and the ball just keeps finding you. 4th error of the game for the Tigers. Gavin Reed, the Tiger senior, goes over and has a word with him, trying to encourage him a little bit. So 1 away, runner at first for the number 9 batter, Alec Holland. He started the scoring with a bases loaded walk last time up. He came around to score as well. First pitch to him is up and out of the zone, ball one. Second pitch, same result. Up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Activity in the St. Thomas More bullpen. 3 balls, no strikes. Alec Holland has yet to see a strike from Roush in this game. 7 straight balls to him. The 3-0. Off-speed pitch, catches the inside corner. The 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to the number 9 batter for St. Thomas More. That'll put 2 on with 1 away. And we move back to the top of the order, Nate Kaufman. Kaufman grounded out to short and reached on an error by the shortstop. Reed over to hold him on. Pitch. Flailed at and missed. For strike 1. The 0-1. It's wide, ball and a strike. Off speed is wide once again. 2 balls and a strike. Long look, the pitch, ground ball to first. Dunn has it. He'll race to the bag for the second out. Both runners advance, but there's 2 away. Hayden Bates, the batter now. He walked last time up, struck out in the first. Roush looks to get out of a jam here. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. The pitch. Fastball out of the zone, ball 1. Ground ball to third. Saban stays down, has it, plenty of time, across the diamond for the 3rd out. So walking in there, no harm done. We'll head to the home half of the 4th inning. Tigers still trail 4-0 here on the Paris Sports Network.
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
Farming is more than an occupation, it's a way of life. So when you want to protect your farm, it goes a lot deeper than protecting your crops, buildings, and machinery. You can't trust your farm protection to just anyone. You want an insurance company with decades of experience like Country Financial. We may have insured your parents' farm, or even your grandparents' farm. So let us put 80 years of experience to use for you. Find out more about achieving financial security and farm insurance from your Edgar County financial representatives, Dan Phipps, Mark Gladding, and Jim Blue. Farming is more than an occupation, it's a way of life.
Make
so when
plans
you want
to
to protect
attend Lake
your
Ridge
farm,
Christian
it
Church
goes a
this
lot
Sunday,
deeper than
either
protecting
for their
your crops,
traditional
buildings,
service
and
at 8
machinery.
a.m.
You
or their
can't trust your
contemporary
farm
service
protection to
at
just
10:30
anyone.
a.m.
You want an
There's
insurance
something for
company
everyone
with
at Lake
decades of
Ridge,
experience,
from infants
like
to the
Country
more
Financial.
seasoned
We may have
generation.
insured your
Visit
parents'
their
farm,
website at
or even
lakeridgechurch.org,
your grandparents'
or find them
farm.
on Facebook
So let us
to
put
watch their
80
service
years of
each Sunday
experience
morning
to
at
use for
10:30.
you. Find out more about achieving financial security and farm insurance from your Edgar County financial representatives, Dan Phipps, Mark Gladding, and Jim Blue.
On somewhat of a roll here. Struck out 5 straight batters. Tigers have yet to have a base runner in this one. We're back to the top of the order. Maddox Hutchings, left fielder for the Tigers. First pitch to him is in the dirt, ball one. Maddox batting .318 on the season. He struck out his first time up. The 1-0. Slider low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. Swung on a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Just missed with that pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Quick timeout from St. Thomas More coach. He'll try it out to the mound. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here on the Paris Sports Network.
The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Well, it looked to be a quick visit to the mound, ended up being a pitching change for St. Thomas More. Will Kardick will take over pitching duties right in the middle of an at bat for Maddox Hutchings. So we got to assume that the pitch count got to Kaufman or some type of an injury there. He'll inherit a 3-1 count on Maddox. Here's we lead things off in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Tigers looking for the first base runner of the game. 3-1 pitch coming to Maddox. Inside, ball 4. Tigers do have their first base runner of the game. That walk will be credited to Kaufman. That'll bring up Marcus Hutchings. Marcus struck out looking his first time up. He entered play with a .393 average. 3 home runs, 26 RBIs. Maddox with the lead from first. Swung on the high fastball and missed. 0-1 the count. That one's inside, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 once again swung on and missed, a ball and 2 strikes. Maddox with the lead at first. Long hold, the pitch. Line foul off the right field fence. The 1-2 once again to Marcus. Swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. Bring up Tiger first baseman Sean Dunn. He lined out to his counterpart in the first inning. Dunn batting .392 on the season. 9 doubles, a triple, and a pair of homers. Also leads the Tigers with 34 RBIs. St. Thomas leads it 4-0 here, bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Dunn is wide for a ball. Cardick is set. Maddox leads from first. The pitch. That one sails wide as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Dunn in the driver's seat here. Wind blowing straight in from right field. The pitch. That one's wide as well. 3 balls, no strikes. Dunn will be taking all the way here. Carter Easton waits on deck. Activity in the Tiger bullpen. Looks like Gavin Reed is loosening up down there. 4 straight balls to Sean Dunn. Tigers have 2 on and just 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. First free pass given up by St. Thomas More. I should say the second one. First one by Cardick. Easton taking the rest of his gear off. He'll stride to the box. He leads the Tigers in hitting. .457 on this season. 32 runs driven in. 12 doubles, 3 home runs. No hold at second base. Now they do hold Maddox. Easton swings and misses at the first pitch. The 0-1 fouled onto the tennis courts. Easton behind. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the bottom of the fourth. Tigers trail St. Thomas More 4-0. The 0-2 to Easton. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Both runners will advance. Maddox sprinted to third. Had thoughts of taking home on that should the catcher dilly-dallied around. So 2 runners in scoring positions. Chance to cut this lead in half with a base hit from Easton. Dunn at second. Maddox Hutchings at first. Krippus waits on deck. Cardick is set. Long look. The pitch popped up on the infield. Right side. First baseman has it in foul ground and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. That is Nate Kaufman, who moved from the mound to first. So it'll be up to Krippus. If the Tigers are to scratch the scoring column here in the fourth inning. He struck out swinging in the second inning. Comes in the contest batting .295. First pitch is wide for a ball. David Hesch will pay a visit to the mound. Looking to change up signs as Sean Dunn has a knack of relaying the signs to the batter from second base. So they'll change up their signal calling. The 1-0 pitch to Krippus. Fastball inside, 2-0 the count. Braden Rogers waits on deck. 2-0 to Krippus. Fastball popped up right side. See if it stays in play or not. It does not. Falls out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Cardick is set. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Long look in from Cardick. And he finally steps off after going through about 5 sets of signs. Finally set. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Krippus. Fly ball flared to right field. Right fielder will come on and make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. Tigers do get a pair of base runners, though. They strand them both. We'll head to the 5th inning. Tigers still trail at 4-0.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Pitching change for the Tigers as we head to the top half of the 5th inning. Gavin Reed on for the Tigers. Miles Dalby will come in to play second base. And Brody Quinn will move to shortstop for your Tigers. Be Sam Peterson, Ben Rotalo, and Michael Roselle for St. Thomas More. Peterson grounded into a double play to end the 2nd inning. Walked in the 1st. Takes the first pitch from Reed for a ball. Off-speed pitch popped up left side. Quinn is there for the 1st out of the 5th. Bring up Ben Rotalo. He grounded out to the mound and also grounded out to 3rd base last time up. First pitch from Reed catches the outside corner for a called strike. This is Reed's 20th appearance of the season. Ground ball right side. Dalby's there. Fires to first for the 2nd out. Quickly 2 away here in the 5th. That'll bring up Michael Roselle, the DH for St. Thomas More. He struck out looking and struck out swinging his last time up. As I mentioned, Reed's 20th appearance of the season to lead the Tigers in that category. 2.17 ERA, .93 whip. He struck out 26 batters in 29 innings of work. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is wide. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball down the middle, 2 balls and a strike. One thing about Gavin Reed, he gets that ball and gets rid of it. He works really fast. 1-1 slider catches the bottom part of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 5th. The 2-2. Swung on a miss. Quickly 3 up and 3 down for the Tigers. In the 5th, they'll look to scratch the scoring column in the bottom half of the 5th inning here on the Paris Sports Network.
Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Will Cardick back on for his second inning of work. He'll face Braden Rogers, Jack Sabins, and Kipton Bradford here in the home half of the 5th for the Tigers. Mentioned Tigers will begin regional play 1 week from today at Bismarck Henning. We'll play the host school. Braden Rogers steps in. He struck out swinging his first time up. Cardick, big, tall right-hander. Set, the wind up, the pitch. Low and inside for a ball. Tigers left the pair of base runners last inning. Just missed with that one, low and outside, 2-0. A quick inning of work from Gavin Reed, so Tigers have a little bit of momentum. Need some base runners here in the 5th. 3 balls, no strikes to Rogers. He'll be taking all the way here. Maybe 2 pitches even. (3-0) to the Tiger senior. Called strike on the outside corner. Activity in the St. Thomas More bullpen. 3-0 catches the outside corner once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2. Just missed with that one. Pretty close to the last 2, but that one's called a ball, so the Tigers have the leadoff man aboard here in the 5th. Bring up Jack Sabins. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. We have a courtesy runner for the Tigers. Not much of a lead down there from Kirby. Sabins looked to lay the bunt down, takes it for a called strike. Sabins interplay, batting .300 on the year, 10 RBIs. The 0-1 to him, ground ball to short. Big hop, shortstop have to wait. He couldn't transfer it either, so an error on the shortstop. And the Tigers in business, lead off, or two guys aboard, nobody out. Bring up Kipton Bradford for the Tigers, his first at bat of the game. He's batting .222 on the year, pair of doubles, home run, 8 RBIs. Bradford entered the game last inning. Probably be called upon to sacrifice here. Tigers look to get something going here. Small ball can do that a lot of times. First baseman is in on the grass. Kip squares, takes it for a strike. St. Thomas in a wheel play, so you need to bunt the ball toward the third base line if possible. That one's in the air. Catcher catches it, and they're going to be double play. It's a double. Sabins off at first. Just that quick, there's 2 away. That'll be up to Gavin Reed if the Tigers are to score here. First pitch swung on and missed. 0-1 the count to Reed. The 0-1 grounded to first. So first 2 Tigers get aboard, but nothing else happens in the home half of the 5th. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Tigers still trail at 4-0 here on the Paris Sports Network.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Gavin Reed finishes up his warm-up tosses. He'll face Sam Klusner, Will Kardick, and Brody Gray for St. Thomas More. Just 1 hit in the entire ball game, and that belongs to St. Thomas More's number 8 hitter, Brody Gray, who's due up third. Tigers have yet to record a hit in this one. Reed back on for the second inning of work. Off-speed pitch is low for a ball. Off into the bat toward the first base foul line and out of play, a ball and a strike. More activity in St. Thomas More bullpen. The 1-1 pitch to Klusner. It's wide for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good slider there from Reed. The 2-2. Out of the zone, full count. That one gets away from Reed, so a leadoff walk to St. Thomas More here in the top of the 6th inning. Bring up the pitcher for the Sabres, Will Kartik. He reached on an error in the 2nd and grounded out to first his last time up. Reed's pitch gets away all the way to the backstop. Klusner will make his way to second base. He's in scoring position with nobody out. The 1-0 called strike, a ball and a strike. Another off-speed pitch. That one's driven into right field. That'll be a base hit. Bradford boots it. That will allow a run to score. Had he come up clean, I think he would have held the runner at third. So a base hit and an error and an RBI, or a run driven in for Kartik, helping his own cause there with just the 2nd hit of the game. I bring up Brody Gray, shortstop for the Sabres. 5-0 St. Thomas More lead. Nobody out here in the 6th. Slider in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball outside, 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. Slider called strike on the inside corner. Bigger lead at first, and he's off. Easton's throw down, plenty of time. The tag applied for the caught stealing for the first out of the inning. Called strike. Good job by Easton getting rid of that one. That's down in the zone. Those are tough to handle. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Gray. Slider swung on, ground up the middle. Quinn is there. Fires across for the 2nd out. Bring up the 9 batter, Alec Holland. He's reached on a pair of walks. Kaufman waits on deck. 2 away here, top of the 6th. St. Thomas on top, 5-0. That one's inside for a ball. Slider wide, 2 balls, no strikes. Neither pitcher able to throw Holland any strikes in this one. Walked twice, 2-0 the count here. That one catches the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike. That one swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 6th. Check swing, foul, back to the backstop. We'll do the 2-2 again. Be top of the order for the Tigers in the home half of the 6th. The 2-2. It's wide, ball 3. pitch. That one's wide, so a hat trick for Holland. 3 at-bats, 3 walks. And we're back to the top of the order, Nate Kaufman. Kaufman grounded out in the first, reached on an error and grounded out to first last time up. Fouls the first one back and out of play. Quick check and runner at first, gets away from Dunn, not far enough for Holland to advance. Quirky batting stance for Kaufman. Very close stance. That one's wide. Or called strike, excuse me, on the outside corner. 0-2 the count. His feet almost touching in the batter's box. Wide open upper half. He calls time. Reed set. As soon as he gets the go-ahead from Mr. Jerzak. The pitch, grounded weakly in front of the mound. Reed will have it, fire to first for the 3rd out of the inning. Run scored, though, for St. Thomas More. They added to their lead. They lead at 5-0 as we head to the home half of the 6th here on the Paris Sports Network.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Tigers down their last 6 outs. They trail it by 5. Still looking for their first base hit of the game. Will Kardick back on for his 3rd inning of work. Kaufman went through the first 3 innings, allowing just not allowing a base runner with 7 strikeouts. He was pulled with a 3-1 count on Maddox Hutchings. In the 4th, Maddox steps in, drew a walk last time up, struck out in the 1st. Tigers are looking for any signs of life here. Got a pair of base runners last inning, 2 on with nobody out. A double play on a popped up bunt. Erased any threat there. 1 ball to count to Maddox. The pitch, swung on, grounded to short. Fielded cleanly across the diamond for the 1st out. Miles Dalby will bat here in the 6th inning. Miles batting .130 on the season. He's got 3 hits, 3 RBIs. First pitch to him is inside for a ball. The 1-0 fouled off, out of play to the right side. Sean Dunn waits on deck. Carter Eastham in the hole. Will more than likely be the last home at bats for those two fellas. Ground ball right back to Cardick. He'll take his time, fire to first for the second out. Sean Dunn will step to the plate. He struck out, or excuse me, he walked last time up and lined out the first in the first. Always tough taking that last at bat of the season, especially the last at bat at home. First pitch to Dunn, a grounder to second. Bobbled there. Dunn will beat it out. So Sean will reach on an error by the St. Thomas More second baseman. That'll bring up Carter Eastham. Carter flew out to right his first time up and fouled out to first back in the fourth inning. Dunn's at first with 2 away. Eastham leading the Tigers in hitting, 457 coming into the game. First pitch fouled out of play to the right. Dunn with a short lead at first. The 0-1 fouled straight back. Eastham quickly behind, 2 strikes. The 0-2. Off speed, down just inside the bag at first, or at third. For the first Tiger hit, that's rattle around the corner. Dunn will be held up at third, so a 2-out double for Carter Eastham. Tigers have a pair of runners in scoring position with 2 away. Bring up yet another senior, Carter Krippus. As Ty Rhodes will come in, the courtesy run for Eastham. That ball scalded just inside the bag at third. Pitch to Krippus, fouled back and out of play. The 0-1. Low and away, a ball and a strike. Krippus entered play today. Batting .295 on the year, 12 RBIs. That ball is lifted to left field. No problem for the left fielder there. Tigers strand a pair of base runners, but get their first hit of the game. We'll head to the top of the 7th inning. St. Thomas More still leads at 5-0.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
Be the 2-3-4 batters for St. Thomas More here in the top of the 7th inning. Bates, Peterson, and Rutallo. Gavin Reed back on for his 3rd inning of work. First pitch is a low for a ball. That one catches the outside corner for a called strike. The 1-1. Lifted foul out of play to the right. The 1-2. Low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just missed with that one. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff batter here in the 7th. The 3-2 popped up. Out of play right side. Once again, we mentioned the Lady Tigers will be playing in the regional championship tomorrow afternoon at Effingham St. Anthony. They'll face the Marshall Lady Lions in that one. Lady Lions with a share of the LIC title. So a couple of familiar foes squaring off down in Effingham tomorrow. That is scheduled for 3 o'clock start. Three balls and 2 strikes to Bates. Swung on, ground to short. Quinn charges, fires across for the first out of the 7th. I bring up Sam Peterson. He grounded into, actually walked the first time up, grounded into a double play in the 2nd. And popped up to short last time up. First pitch is up over his head for a ball. Rutallo waits on deck. Grounder to 3rd. Sabins charges. Peterson fired his bat nearly to the dugout as he was heading down the first baseline. Had he hustled a little bit, he might have beat that one out. But a great play from Sabins there for the 2nd out. Bring up Ben Rutallo, right fielder for St. Thomas More. Grounded out to the mound, 3rd and 2nd, and it's 3 at-bats. Ground ball in the hole short. Tough play for Quinn. He backhands, fires across. Not in time, though. Throw pulled, done off, but I think Rutallo would have beat that out anyway, so an infield hit with 2 outs here in the 7th. Bring up the DH, Michael Rosell. He struck out all 3 times he's been at bat. Twice swinging and once looking. First pitch to him is in there for called strike. Tigers will have Rogers, Sabins, and Bradford in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And once up and out of the zone, ball and a strike. The 1-1 popped up behind second base. Quinn is out. He calls off Krippus for the final out of the 7th. Tigers have a tough hill to climb. They trail by 5 as we head to the home half of the 7th inning here on the Paris Sports Network.
Farming is more than an occupation. It's a way of life. So when you want to protect your farm, it goes a lot deeper than protecting your crops, buildings, and machinery. You can't trust your farm protection to just anyone. You want an insurance company with decades of experience like Country Financial. We may have insured your parents' farm or even your grandparents' farm. So So let us put 80 years of experience to use for you. Find out more about achieving financial security and farm
Make
insurance
plans to
from
attend
your
Lake
Edgar
Ridge
County
Christian
financial
Church this Sunday,
representatives,
either
Dan
for their
Phipps,
traditional
Mark
service
Gladden,
at
and
8
Jim
a.m.
Blue, or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
Hayden Bates will be the third pitcher for St. Thomas More in this one. If you've been watching during commercials, you've seen that he's yet to throw a strike in his warm-ups, so I'm sure the Tigers will be taking. It'll be Braden Rogers, Jack Sabins, Kit Bradford. Should anybody reach, to be Gavin Reed. Tigers left 2 runners on last inning, 1 runner on the previous inning, and a couple on in the 4th. So they've had opportunities, just cannot come up with that big hit. In fact, the only hit they've got in the contest was a 2-out double from Carter Eastham in the last inning. Drew Kirby will be called on to pinch hit for Braden Rogers. Kirby batting .303 on the season, 7 doubles, a triple, a home run. He's driven in 15. First pitch to the lefty, he's taken inside and low for a ball. Takes the second pitch down the middle for a called strike, a ball and a strike. That was lifted to left field toward the line. Left fielder racing over, will run out of room. So it'll be a ball and 2 strikes to Drew Kirby. Bates, yet another big, tall drink of water out on the mound for St. Thomas More. Off-speed pitch just out of his reach. Second baseman makes the play and throws Kirby out for the first out here in the 7th. Jack Sabins will step in. Jack has struck out and reached on an error back in the 5th inning. The pitch is yanked in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0 up and over the head of Sabins. 2 balls and no strikes. Off-speed pitch taken for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Split finger fastball there. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tough pitch there from Bates. That one's out of the zone. Full count on Sabins. 2 fouled back and out of play. Defensive swing there from Jack. Stay alive. Swung on and missed. Once again, Hesh will fire down the first to complete the strikeout, and Tigers are down to their final out. Bring up Kip Bradford. He was out on a sacrifice bunt last time up. His only time up, I should say. He came on late in the game, replacing Connor Little. Two outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bradford on. First pitch is right off the dome. So Kip will head down to first the hard way. That'll bring up Gavin Reed with 2 outs. Correction, we have a pinch hitter here. It'll be Carter Breeding. Carter batting .400 on the season, 3 doubles, 6 runs driven in 15 plate appearances. Bradford back. He's not going anywhere. His run means nothing in the grand scheme of things. First pitch to Breeding is wide for a ball. The 1-0 swung on, lifted to center field. That's going to do it here on Senior Day from Paris High School. St. Thomas More comes to town and beats your Tigers by a score of 5-0. Tigers will fall to 18-11 on the season. St. Thomas More will improve to 14-15 on the year. We back with some final stats and some thoughts from Coach Tarr here on the Paris Sports Network.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by at 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
Farming is more than an occupation, it's a way of life. So when you want to protect your farm, it goes a lot deeper than protecting your crops, buildings, and machinery. You can't trust your farm protection to just anyone. You want an insurance company with decades of experience like Country Financial. We may have insured your parents' farm, or even your grandparents' farm. So let us put 80 years of experience to use for you. Find out more about achieving financial security and farm insurance from your Edgar County financial representatives.
Make plans to attend Lake
Dan
Ridge
Phipps,
Christian
Mark
Church
Blatting,
this Sunday,
and Jim
either
Blue.
for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Welcome back to Tiger Baseball here on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers fall on Senior Day to St. Thomas More Sabres by a score of 5-0. We'll run down some stats while Coach Tarr takes some time with his 7 seniors here on their last home game of their careers. Maddox Hutchings was 0 for 2. He did reach on a walk. Marcus Hutchings was 0 for 2. Miles Dalby 0 for 1. Sean Dunn 0 for 2 with a walk. Carter Easton with the only hit for the Tigers. That was a double back in the 6th inning. He was 1 for 3 on the day. Carter Krippus 0 for 3 on the day. Braden Rogers walked and struck out in his only 2 at-bats. Drew Kirby came on for him late and was 0 for 1 in the game. Jack Saban's 0 for 3 in the contest. Connor Little was 0 for 1. Kip Bradford was 0 for 1. He reached there in the 7th inning on a hit by pitch. And Gavin Reed was 0 for 2 as well. Pitching-wise, Roush went 4 innings, struck out 3, walked 2, allowed just 1 hit, gave up 4 unearned runs on 4 Tiger errors there in the first 2 frames. Gavin Reed came on and completed the contest, going 3 innings. He gave up an unearned run as well on a pair of hits, a walk, and a strikeout. We'll step aside and take one more quick break, see if Coach Tarr makes his way up here for some thoughts on his squad's not only game today, but the season and the postseason coming up ahead. So we'll step aside and be right back here on the Paris Sports Network.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation.
The Paris
Visit
Sports
their
Network
website
would
at
like to thank our affiliate
lakeridgechurch.org
sponsors,
or find them on
Paul and
Facebook
Kathy
to watch
Porter,
their service
Steve
each
and
Sunday
Lynn
morning
Young,
at 10:30.
Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Welcome back to Tiger Baseball here on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers fall on Senior Day by a score of 5-0 to the St. Thomas More Sabres. They will improve to 14-15 on the season, while the Tigers will fall to 18-11 in their campaign. Always a little extra time taken on Senior Day, as we are joined now by Tiger head coach Creighton Tarr. And Coach, it wasn't just us today. There was just no offense to be had for either team. 3 hits combined.
Credit. Well, I thought their lefty, the starter, was pretty good.
He was.
He's been good. I know he's got several. He'll be a college pitcher. He's just a junior, but he's been good. Everyone says, the thing about St. Thomas More, when their top two are on the mound, they are a different ball club. And I think we saw that today. We just didn't seem to have it a little bit, like you said. Wind blowing in. Like I told the kids, we could be disappointed about defense, and that's fine. You got to hit. You don't score, you don't win.
That's right.
So, but the thing about it is like, I'll say this, like, we just didn't seem to have it mentally a little bit, and like the bunt play when we popped it up, and we know that we don't turn our shoulders and run. We shuffle until we see the ball down. Just those little mistakes. I felt like the thing about it is when it's 4-0, we had runners at second and third twice, never got a hit, and I think, and it was hard to get hits today, right? They were good arms, but like I don't know if we realized how close we were. I mean, like, we just to get back in the ball game, and that's playing 3 days in a row, or there's 100 things to do. But at the end of the day, they're a better team than us today, for sure.
Yeah, just today only, and just one inning only, as a matter of fact. And it wasn't even that. It was just the errors and the walks that all compiled there.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Other than that, the job that Gabe did, the job that Gavin did coming in. I mean, you hold the team to one hit. That's pretty doggone good.
Yeah, like I said, and they both kind of did a little differently, right? I thought, Gabe competed, probably didn't have his best stuff, had a little trouble finding the zone early, but still gave himself a chance. The next thing, as far as Gavin goes, he goes out there and throws 3 innings, 45 pitches, just was phenomenal. But I don't know, like I said, you have these days, and when you play 30 games in 60 days, and you play a lot of ball, and I like to have it back. But again, with the wind howling in, and we got a pretty good arms on the mound, we just got to be a little bit better offensively and defensively too. I mean, there's no secret to that. It wasn't our best day, and when you play a good team and you don't play good baseball, like, you're going to lose. And I think that's one of the things that I told the kids, like, guys, we could, you just have to understand, if you want to beat good baseball teams, you got to play at a high level, and we didn't do that today.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about your 7 seniors. You don't need to touch on each one of them, but, what a great group.
Great
of
group.
kids, of guys.
Yeah, man, they'll do anything for you. Good kids. We're going to lose a lot of really good ball players, but we're going to lose a lot of good kids. And I can tell you right now, like, these guys are going to be successful. There's a lot of these kids that are a lot smarter than me, man.
Same.
I mean, and it shows, right? Like, you got kids. We got kids going to Purdue. Sean's going to Purdue. Little's going to Illinois. Gavin Reed's already starting his own business. I mean, it's all these kids. I got 2 kids going to play college football. Just all in all, like, there's a successful group of kids, and at the end of the day here, I'm proud of them. I have a pretty good feeling that Gabe Roush will be on a college baseball roster pitching next year. So, all these kids, they are going to be successful. I have bright futures, and they're a lot of fun to coach. I just think, like I said, man, I think they'd all like to have this one back, but at the same time, that's baseball. So
Let's talk about the rest of the way. I
Yeah.
know with a postseason, it starts a week from today with a familiar opponent.
yeah, Bismarck, we played. I mean, played a really
4-1 game, yeah.
bottom line. It was like this, right? Like there was like 4 hits in the whole entire game. We were on the better end of that with getting a couple hits when it counted. I think Sean Dunn had a big day, if I remember right. I think the thing that you have to understand is whoever plays the best this time of year wins. It's not the best team. It's whoever plays the best wins. And I think that's one thing that our kids need to understand. And I do think they do. And that, it's now or never. And your attitude, if you make a mistake, you make an error, you strike out. Hey, next pitch, we got to keep going. And if we sit back and sulk, we'll struggle. So that's all I got.
All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, man.
Have a good one. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, Tiger head coach.
I always
Creighton
appreciate you guys doing this.
Yeah, no problem. We enjoy doing it. Tiger head coach Creighton Tar with his thoughts on his seniors and his team. That's going to do it for us, not only for this day and this season, but actually for the entire school year. We appreciate you all tagging along with us, whether it be football early on, boys and girls basketball, baseball and softball here in the spring. We appreciate you joining us. We look forward to talking to you again in August, just a few short months away, with football season kicking things off for us. So from all of us here at the Paris Sports Network, we appreciate you joining us. Hope you enjoy your summer and your long holiday weekend. I'm Jeff Chambers, signing off from the Paris Sports Network.
You've been watching Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by First Farmers Bank, Ingram Waste Disposal, Farm Credit Services, Templeton Funeral Home, Longview Bank, Chip and Bethany Keys at Seed Solutions, Terry Elston State Farm Insurance, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, the Crispin Farm Center, Country Financial, and our affiliate sponsor,